All right, and we are back. All right. Thank you for everyone for coming to check out Yo, You Like That, the talk show where I take a guest and we talk about one of their favorite games. Our next guest is going to be the lovely SkullsNightshade. Let me go ahead and bring her on. Ba 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 ba. Hello, Skulls.
Oh,
Welcome, welcome, welcome
how are you?
to Yo, You Like That. How are you doing today?
Good.
Ah, no, you went all dark.
Oh no. I do that sometimes. I'm mysterious.
Oh, the void. I got you. There we go. Just had to peek back in. It's like, oh wait, I forgot something. But welcome, welcome, welcome. Skulls here. Our guest is going to be talking today about one of her favorite games. Is also one of my favorite games. Let me bring it up here. Bam! Sonic Adventure 2 Battle.
Yes. Yeah, I almost didn't pick it because I literally am such like if you even like know me at all, you know my favorite game is Sonic Adventure 2. I don't ever stop blabbing about it.
I feel like we've talked about it once, twice, maybe seven times.
Maybe 20. It's fine.
Oh man, but go ahead. I'm sure our guests probably don't need any like discussion about it, but go ahead and kind of like give a little description. What is Sonic Adventure 2 Battle? What is its secrets? What is its lore? What is its deepest, darkest knowing?
Sonic Adventure 2 is the greatest and most epic Sonic experience you will ever have in your life. Oh.
Yeah, not wrong. There's no lie.
It's kind of an older game. So Sonic Adventure 2 was originally for the Dreamcast. But they did re-release it for the GameCube after, and they did the battle version, which included um like I almost said PvP, which included two-player mode. I mean, basically PvP. But yeah, it gave you like a multiplayer mode and things like that. It did kind of like buff the graphics a little bit too. But yeah, and it's amazing. It's the first introduction of Shadow, first introduction of Rouge as well. So yeah.
It is probably like my penultimate. Like this is kind of what got me back into Sonic after a while.
Yeah.
Like, oh man, it's just such a good game. How did you discover Sonic Adventure 2 Battle?
I screamed at my mother for it. So like
Yes.
Sonic Adventure, I kind of found just because like I was a big Sonic fan. And when I was a kid, I was like, I have to have every single Sonic game, like ever. Like that was my thing. Like I collected Sonic games. And yeah, so Sonic Adventure was one of those, and Sonic Adventure 2 was one of those. And yeah, it was yeah, it changed my life. And then once Battle came out, I was like, Mother, I need this. I need it. It's my favorite game.
Oh, okay. Oh, wow. So when you were saying that, like you actually meant like the Dreamcast one. It's like, oh, the Dreamcast one is out. I know this console's almost dead, but we must get it. We must
Yeah.
get it now
Yeah.
before the stores stop carrying it in a week.
Yeah. Oh, old game store stuff.
Old game store stuff. No, that's awesome. I remember I actually played the Sonic Adventure 1 on the Dreamcast at like a Toys R Us in my youth. But I actually didn't even like really know anything about Sonic Adventure 2 Battle till the GameCube one came out.
Yeah.
And yeah, no, it just kind of blew my mind. I'm like, oh, this is what Sonic became. I'm down. Yes, let's keep doing this forever. It's-
Yeah. It kind of went in a weird direction after that though.
oh, did it?
Yeah. I didn't know
Oh
what
my
I
gosh.
expected. Um, well, I mean, I don't know. I was happy where the like 3D type of Sonic games went. So like I don't know if you remember Sonic 3D Adventure and the horrors that that was.
Uh, Sonic 3D Blast, right?
I think so, yeah.
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 I'm actually like way too good at that
I
game. Like I
mean,
can clear that like so fast. But it's definitely not the direction you'd wanted to see
yeah.
Sonic go in the future. Well, I don't know if you know this. It's kind of crazy. The Traveler's Tales people that they did that one, and then they did Sonic R.
Mm.
Um, they were bought by WB, and they are the ones that make all the Lego games.
What? I did not know that. You
Yeah,
just
no,
taught
like
me a fact about Sonic that I did not know. That doesn't happen very
it,
often.
it is super crazy, but yeah, but the director, like on his spare time, he actually went and recoded some stuff in 3D Blast, the online like director's cut patch. He added Supersonic into the game.
Ooh,
I actually got to play that director's cut during my Sonic month of streams back in April,
heck yeah.
um, and it is a different beast. Lego Sonic game win. So that's Lego Dimensions. I need to get that before it's gone forever.
Uh,
I hear that's actually pretty fun.
what would a Lego Sonic look like?
um, eh, like a blocky Sonic
Oh my
Generations
goodness.
if you mixed it with Skylanders. I think that's about what it was.
That, wow, okay. You know what? That was a wonderful combination. That was a wonderful like
Yeah.
visual of that combination.
I,
Thank you.
I'm good with words sometimes. I'm just not good at seeing things.
That's fine. We don't need to have eyes.
So what is what is one of your favorite things? I can say what is your favorite thing about the game, and then you'd be like yes, but what is one of your favorite things about the game?
I'd say one of my favorite things. Well, it was definitely the two player as like okay, so I don't know if this is embarrassing or just weird. I don't think it's embarrassing, but like when I was a kid, I used to like doing the two-player modes by myself. One, because you didn't really like have to think about like the time or anything like that. So I would just
Hmm.
wander around the stages. Sometimes I would have like friends play two-player with me. And like we would just like role play the whole time. Like we wouldn't even be playing two-player. Like
Oh,
playing.
that's so cute.
We would just like run around the stages, especially like the like Knuckles stages. We would just like yeah, we
Yeah.
would like make whole like adventures and stuff like that. So that's definitely a thing that I really like. And I will say, I know everyone watching probably is like, why hasn't she said it yet? Yes, the Chow Garden. Yes, the Chow Garden, and yes, the Chow Garden.
And yes, the Chow Garden.
And we
Yes.
need a Chow Garden again. I don't Sega, hello. If you're listening.
Have like Chow and Wisps in the same garden. Come
Oh
on,
my God, that would
you
be
could
so
compromise.
great.
Yeah,
Um,
actually, now that I said that, I'm like, damn, that actually would be like so cool for like the Chow races and stuff. It's like, yeah, I have a hero drill Wisp Chow. It's like, oh, let's go. It's,
this is a
uh,
tiny bit off topic, but have you seen the little like creatures from Sonic Frontiers? What if they give us a garden of those? Because they showed like a bunch of them
oh,
together today in a post, I think it was today. And they were like, guess what game? But like, what if they give us a little garden with those and like you can change them like chows?
I would be down for that.
Yeah,
And any kind of like slow animal raising thing in any game, I'm actually kind of down for.
so
It's probably why I'm
comfy.
playing so much Digimon lately.
It's so comfy.
It was great. It was like there's just so much customization too. Like the Chow Garden, like that. I have yet to see like anything in a game that actually like plays like that. Like, oh yeah, you get these like little like crystals from the robots, or you get the animal parts, and the animal parts like give them like little dragon wings or a little seal tail or
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Or you use a bat and get rid of the legs, and then you have to try to keep it feeding animals so you can get it legs
yeah.
back.
So you get the legs back.
'Cause you're like, wait, when did I do this? No.
And then it still trips while it's running. It's like, why are you tripping? You're floating. It
Yes.
shouldn't be an issue.
Oh, the little trip is so cute.
The chow races were always so much fun.
Yeah.
Um, I I played like way too much of it back in the day because when I was younger, I was I guess apparently better at the game because I got all 180 emblems because I wanted to play that.
The Green Hill Zone?
They have a Green Hill Zone. Yes,
Hmm.
they have a version of Green Hill Zone in the game, which I guess was kind of just like a like debug kind of like test area originally, and then they're like, yeah, just throw it in the game, whatever.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah, but you have to do like all of those Chow races to get all those emblems, and those are so hard.
Yeah.
Some of those like hero and dark ones.
It's actually funny because like me and like some of my friends would do like chow races, but like in a way that we were just testing just pure Chow stats, so we wouldn't like cheer them on or anything. We would just see who won first, just naturally.
You all had your like notebooks and calculators out. All right, so based on the number of seconds, all right, it seems that two
Yeah.
points of flying will let it go this much further.
Yeah, it's like,
Okay.
does it benefit more from flying? Does it benefit more from speed, so it runs faster, or swimming? Like which one is more beneficial in the race? It's like I have spent way too much time in that game. Like I don't even think it's possible that I've spent as much time in the game that I have, but I have.
Hey, it's a good game to spend that much time for sure. And I mean, getting that kind of value out of a GameCube game back in the day when you were young, it's like, yeah,
Mhm.
heck yeah, let's go.
Yeah, I would basically just like platinum games super quick and I'd be like, boring, next game. So yeah,
Next game.
having a game that you can just like sit on and play, like pretty much like that and like Smash Bros. Melee were like those kinds of games for me. Oh, and Custom Robo.
Oh yeah,
Mhm.
GameCube life. Yeah, that's what I like to hear.
Yes, I love GameCube. It's arguably one of my favorite consoles still.
It has probably some of my most favorite games on it. I wish it
Mhm.
would get more love from Nintendo in regards to ports and stuff, but Nintendo's gonna Nintendo.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, but one thing I really like about SA2 is like the story, because it was around this time that they started actually like putting a bigger emphasis on the story
Hmm.
and just like the tale of like Shadow and everything, and like introducing Rouge, like you said. Wow, that's adding like so much more depth to characters.
Hmm.
And I read the comics growing up, so a lot of the lore that I always had to deal with was in my head, was in those.
Yeah.
So so getting that like in the games like slowly, you're like, oh, this is part of what I wanted.
Which ones did you read? Did you read like the Archie ones, or I don't remember if it was the same series, but like the Sonic, like the Freedom Fighter ones? I don't know if those were the Archie ones. I have them.
Those were the Archie
Okay,
ones,
yeah.
but there were like some other ones too. There was like a UK one. There
Hmm.
was a um, what was the other one? I can't remember the other one offhand. I thought there was like one more. It wasn't like official though. It was more it was like mixed in with like game magazines or something like that.
Oh yeah, yeah. Those were always cool.
Yeah, I think it was in like one of the Sega or Dreamcast magazines. It wasn't much, but like they had just like these like little like short stories, I think.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, like the Archie ones, and now the IDW series is also like really good. If you haven't like gotten to check out the new Sonic comics after Archie like left,
Mm.
they're worth a read without a
I
doubt.
definitely need to. I haven't seen much of them. I've seen like snippets of them and it looks pretty good. The art looks really good.
Yeah, the writer for Sonic Frontiers and the guy that's been writing Sonic comics for probably the last 10 years or so is still doing the comic work, and oh, it's so good. He brings back Neo Metal Sonic, and I was like, oh yeah, let's
Yay!
go! I love Neo Metal Sonic.
Yes.
Metal Sonic never gets more love. You were talking about playing the multiplayer. I always picked Metal Sonic in the multiplayer, and my friends would hate it because I had that shield.
Oh goodness. I would just, for the memes pick Amy.
Yeah,
Even though
it's the only way you can play as Amy in that game.
I feel like they made Amy definitely more I guess playable in Sonic Adventure, but that's probably because she was a playable story character as opposed to Adventure
Yeah,
2 where she's like I don't know, I guess all the characters in a sense were kind of just like reworks of like Sonic.
yeah.
Yeah.
Just slap the skin over the Sonic like model or engine or what's the word, skeleton, game skeleton, engine skeleton.
That's weird to think
I forget
about.
the actual term. Yes.
I just thought about Sonic Skeleton. It's very strange.
Right? Don't think about the feet. Never think
No,
about
not
the
the
feet and the
feet. No,
hands.
no, no. No.
So much to spare. Oh, worry. Who's your favorite character in SA2, or like the favorite like stages that you like to play?
Favorite character is just like probably one of my all-time favorite game characters, and it's Rouge the Bat because she has that
Yeah,
like, you know, that energy.
yeah, no, she does, and she's also like one of the, like the stronger like female characters in like Sonic games.
Yeah, I love
Like
her.
Amy's all like, "Oh, Sonic," and Cream's like, "Everyone needs to be friends," and Rouge is like, "Yeah, I want that, I want that, I want that."
Yeah. Yeah, I guess because Amy and Cream are technically just like they're still really young as compared to like Rouge, which I would assume is an adult.
Yeah, it's hard to tell their ages nowadays.
Yeah, I have no clue. Like, there's so many different things that are like, oh, no, it's canon for Sonic to be this age. It's canon for them to be this age and that age. So I don't know. I just kind of go by like how it's implied in the game, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like Sonic Adventure 2 definitely seems like they're not like the idea of like Sonic being 15. I feel like he's a little older in Adventure 2, you know? So yeah, perspective.
Yes, no, Rouge is great. I'm glad they kept her going. Like her becoming like teamed up with like Shadow and Omega, kind of like just
Hmm.
being like the thing. They make a good trio. Kind of like how like a lot of like the anime and shonen stuff now have like teams of three, and there's like the smart one, the broody one, and then the crazy one. I
Yeah.
feel like they're like that they're a good like combo for that.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm glad that they kept her too. I feel like a lot of like old Sonic games, they didn't really like they scrapped so many characters, and that was a worry after I played Adventure 2. I was like, are they gonna scrap like Shadow and Rouge and like, um, so yeah. Like I don't
when
remember Sonic.
when is more Big the Cat? Give us more
No,
Big
no
the
more Big the
Cat.
Cat. No, Big the Cat should be gone. No more Big the Cat.
All the
We can
Big the
keep
Cat.
Froggy though.
Okay, Froggy.
Froggy
All
can
right, I'll take
stay.
that.
Yeah.
Froggy Simulator. Let's go. Your goal is to run away from Big the Cat. Good luck.
Yeah. But yeah, to backtrack, my favorite stage is what is it called? I forgot what it's called. It's a Rouge the Bat stage. It's the one where you're like inside the building and you have to like it's before the island blows up.
Oh,
Spoilers, guys.
security hall.
Security
Yes.
Hall. Yes, yes, yes. That's probably my favorite stage. Like I can beat that stage in like I want to say sub a minute, but I don't know how true that is anymore. But like
I would give you the controller and let. Like, for some reason, like my brain cannot comprehend that stage at all. I'm like, what's
yeah,
the
I
switch I need?
love
Where's the
that
switch I
stage.
need?
I absolutely love it. Like it's but like most of those stages, I think I struggled so much in them, then after a while I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna memorize where every spawn is for the emeralds. And sometimes the radar
Yes.
doesn't even like find them. So like you have more that spawn than like the three that you need. So I'm like, okay, I know that there's usually one here. So then like I'd go all the way to the top and work my way down. And then yeah, I could get through it pretty quick.
Yes. Yeah, no, that's the key way to try and like get those emerald stages down.
Hmm.
Yeah, the first time I played Security Hall, I didn't realize how to turn on the treasure
Oh
thing.
yeah.
So it's like you turn it on, and you can see through the wall and see which one has the emerald. And I'm like, I can't. I don't know what to do. I keep running out of time.
Yeah, they kind of don't tell you until you like run into one. And then, I don't even remember if Omo Chow tells you about it. Oh wait, no, I think he does in one stage.
It's probably a very specific Oma Chow, and at that point, I was avoiding Oma Chow like the plague.
Yeah, I think it might have been like the White Jungle stage, um, the Shadow stage, because I think you have to use it. No, no, no. It might be Sonic's Green Forest stage. One of those stages you have to use the thing. I think it's the Shadow one. Okay, sorry, sorry. Yeah, I think it's a White Jungle. You have to use it to get across or to get to like a certain spot. But other than that, it's just kind of there. And I'm like, what is this?
It's good luck. Oh man, the first time I did the light speed dash, I was like, "Oh man, this feels so good."
Yeah.
And then they kept it in every game, and I'm like, "Yay!"
I'm glad they changed it from how it was in Adventure.
Yeah, charging it sucks.
Yeah, you're just ready. And they're like, we'll make it a little faster. How about that? You get another item, it's a little faster.
Just a little faster.
Hmm.
So Sonic's getting a whole bunch of stuff coming up in the future. We're getting the Prime show on Netflix. We're getting Frontiers. I mean, how do you feel about like Sonic going forward?
Oh, I'm so excited. I'm just fingers crossed that it goes in the right direction. I feel like Sonic has gone all over the place. Like past the adventure games, like I'd say past this era, past Heroes. I feel like some games were very hit or miss. Well, actually, no, a lot of games were very hit or miss. There were a lot of games that were like, "What are you doing?" But then there were also like hidden gems. Like, there's a game. What is it? I think it's like Sonic and like, what was it? Sonic Chronicles Brotherhood or something, which was on the DS. And like,
Mhm.
not many people I know even know about that game. But it was such a cool game. It was like RPG style, like turn-based RPG. So it's kind of like Final Fantasy and Sonic like mixed together.
Yeah, what was cool about that one is you use the touchscreen to like power up the attacks, kind of like
Yeah.
Paper Mario almost.
Yeah. Yeah. It had a
What's
good
sad is
time.
that game has like a kind of like a to be continued kind of ending,
It
and they
does.
never made a
It
second
does.
one.
That was very disappointing because I was like, yes, they're gonna keep making games like this. But they spent a lot of time experimenting, and I hope that now that they realize that that's not the best way to go about it. But I guess we won't
It
see
was
until Frontiers, really.
Yeah, it was always crazy like how every new game they would like rebuild the game.
Yeah.
Like Sonic Adventure 1 and 2, like they changed like the flow, but the gameplay still kind of worked the same.
Hmm.
Like Heroes, they changed it up, but the stage kind of format still kind of worked the same. Shadow, let's remake it and have it kind of just like all jank, and then Unleashed. All
Yeah.
right, we'll have Werehog and we'll have Speed, and the generation is like
Yeah.
we'll have Speed and we'll have 2D. And by the time I got to Lost World, I'm like, I don't know if I like this anymore.
Yeah.
Lost World bored the hell out of me so much.
They kept like changing it up so much. It just like it kind of ruined the feel of it. But I think that they were just trying to push too much together. Like they're like, oh, people like this and people like that, and they just tried to mush it together. And I think that's why we
Yeah.
started getting like the weird stage formats where it would confuse you going back and forth between side scrolling and like forward. And then
Yes.
sometimes the like jump things didn't work or like it was not like natural feeling like jump moments, you know? So I think that they definitely did some weird stuff there, but I really hope that let's hope that Frontiers is great. I know everyone's judgmental of it, but I am not going to judge it until it is in my hands and I'm playing it.
I am very much
Me
excited for
too.
Frontiers for sure.
Me too.
Um, yeah, and even now, like Sonic, after the movies like took off, like
Hmm.
Sega's definitely giving Sonic love. I used to say like I wish Sega loved Sonic as much as they love Yakuza, but I think after the movies made them so much money, it's like all right, yeah, now's the new age of Sonic. Let's go.
Yeah, I think it's opening their mind a little bit. Because I feel like Sega has the same issue that Nintendo does. Oh, I'm a PSO creator. I'm literally like, hey, Sega. But I think they have the same issue that Nintendo does, and they just have I mean, they're long time running companies, so they probably have so many people who are in charge of those things being done who aren't quite in the loop with things like that. So like just seeing how adventurous they were with the movies and like how adventurous they are with other things now, I hope that they go on a good path. That's pretty much it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
without a doubt. Well, let's go and take a question or two from the audience.
Hmm. Do you have a question
If
for
you
me?
have, oh yeah, if you have a question for Skulls, or a question about Sonic that we can both just like rant on for about either's fine. Either's fine.
So it's gonna be like, what's a Sonic?
A Sonic is a mascot made to sell a console.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, pretty much. I mean, it all started with, I mean, I don't know. I feel like they definitely popped off with the old console war where it was like Sonic versus Mario.
We'll never get a Sonic versus Mario game. Fast forward to Smash Brothers and the Olympic Games.
Yeah, exactly.
Something crazy. I don't know if you know, but the old like cartoon with Sonic with the Freedom
Hmm.
Fighters. Um, the showrunner wasn't actually given like the character designs or anything really in regards to that. Like he got a little bit of a script.
Yeah.
Oh wait, no, wait, no, no, wait. It was the comic book writers originally, right? They were given like the character designs from the show because the comic was coming out before the show was, and they're like, all right, here we want this to tie into the show. Go for it. And then they were like, wait, what? And they're like, yeah, yeah, we want it out like super fast.
Yeah.
So the artist had to basically just like work off like the most minimal information to get the comic going.
Oh man. That's crazy. The comic was it was good, but yeah, it definitely had a lot of plot issues. But the art was amazing. The characters were amazing. I wish those that they used a lot of those characters like I forgot her
Yeah, I
name, the
would love like
Echidna and
Sally or
Sally.
Julie Sue.
Julie Sue,
Oh,
yes,
Julie
Julie Sue,
Sue.
yeah.
Ah, pour one
Yeah.
out for
And
Julie
then
Sue.
I forgot his name, the little squirrel boy.
Oh, Ray.
Yeah.
I love Ray.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. When do you think Sonic games had the best run of good games? Like when was it the golden age? Sonic 2, 3, and Knuckles. No, I think I want to say. I mean, 2, 3, Knuckles is the easy answer, but probably 1, 2, and Heroes
Mm-hmm.
was probably like the I guess what I would call the golden age or silver age.
Yeah. I feel like it's very split. But I think when Sonic, like, if I consider it the golden age, yes, I like the adventure games and things like that because my personal feelings towards it, nostalgia, things that I liked about it, like the music, etc. Um, but I think that it was very true to itself and like the like one, two, Knuckles, um, and even like CD. I feel like CD was just such an
Oh
overlooked
yeah,
game for so long. I'm glad that they brought it back. But
CD is a lot of
I feel
fun.
like that was Sonic
But
like
yeah,
really being true to themselves. And it just kind of it was in the shadows for a while.
it is kind of like the hey, I'm part of the original trilogy. You're like, oh yeah, hey, come on, bro, we totally meant to have you here.
Yeah, they linked it with a an add-on that like a lot of people that I know didn't even have
Oh, the Sega
the
CD.
Sega
Yeah, no
CD.
one I knew
Yeah.
had a Sega CD.
Yeah, like I had one and that's why I knew that game and I played that game over and over. It's probably like second to Sonic Adventure 2 and games that I love. But yeah, nobody knew about it because it was just nobody had a Sega CD. So
That's how I feel about Knuckles Chaotix. My cousin had a 32X, so I got to play Knuckles
oh, you
Chaotix
know
on
what? I've never
console.
played that.
It doesn't hold up well,
Okay.
but you know what? It's still kind of fun. But it is definitely like nothing compared to like CD or like the original trilogy.
Yeah.
I could go on, but I also have a VOD available on my channel if anyone wants to see. Cough, cough, plug, cough, cough, plug.
Yeah. I just the last thing I want to say is I just hope that like how we were just talking about the golden age. I hope they put that much heart into Sonic again.
Yes.
Yeah.
Outside the main cast, do you have some other favorite characters? They have really unique side characters or one-off character feels. Uh, one-off character feels. I mean, I would like maybe Shadow to be a bit more in the story again. Like he's kind of had like a back seat for so long ever since like his game or no Sonic 06 since Sonic 06. Shadow doesn't really get like any kind of like story.
Yeah. I think Tikal is a really cool character.
Oh,
Yeah. She was the flashback queen, but she was like our like Navi, in Sonic Adventure.
yeah.
And in our flashbacks, but like just playing her in Sonic Adventure 2 in like the two-player mode. I wish she had a little bit more to do with the story. I think Cream and Cheese are adorable. They're absolutely adorable. I wish that they were involved a little more. Um, and then I'd say,
Ooh, Jimral, Jimral, the robot from Sonic Battle.
oh yeah, I was thinking about him, but I totally forgot his name. Yes,
like I love that little guy.
yes, he was a good character. That was a really good game too. Oh, I need to go back and play that. Um,
So many
And
games.
I'd say like one more is a character that they just literally didn't do anything with, and it's Infinite. I wish that they actually
I
did something with
wish
Infinite.
Infinite had anything else. Like I keep talking to my friend Will. It's like, oh man, I can't wait till they reintroduce Infinite in the comics, because they leave his like disappearance, his death so like obscure. I think like one of the books says that he got lost in the void of the ruby or whatever, but they never really like say anything.
Yeah, they didn't. I feel like they didn't put any effort really into his story. They were like, "Here's a cool character," and we're like, "Yeah," and then the story goes on, and you're like, "What?"
There's an interview where the guy that was like the head of like PR for like Sega and Sonic at the time actually tried to like talk to the developers in regards to like kind of wrapping up a lot of the story loose ends, like the whole like Tails and Omega thing and
Yeah.
like yeah the end with Infinite, like just like a couple things here and there, but apparently it was just like talking to like a brick wall. So,
Oh, that sucks.
but like I said, we have a decorated Sonic writer in regards to Frontiers, so hopefully there's less of that. There's
Yeah.
less of that. Man, they really didn't explain this at all.
I hope so too. I hope that they learned from the mistakes that they made with Sonic. I mean, mistakes happen. I mean, granted, there were a lot, but mistakes happen. And I really do hope that they learn from that. And again, Sonic, like, they do put the heart into Sonic and make it not only what the fans want, but like what it's supposed to be, what they've always wanted Sonic to be. Because like we saw those stories
Yeah.
in the background, maybe Sonic 1 and 2 didn't really have like extra cutscenes and like things like that, but like from what they did show, like the little like peaks of story, like it's always had that. And
Oh
like,
yeah.
yeah, so I just want to see them actually make it good again.
Fingers crossed. Well, Skulls, I want to thank you so much for coming on to the show
Of
today. It was so much
course.
fun.
Thank you for inviting me. It's always a pleasure hanging out with you. If you ever want to
Uh,
hang out again, just let me know.
yeah, and everyone go check out Skulls and sub and watch. And she's awesome. She does a lot of like Tower of Fantasy and Fantasy Star Online too.
Yeah.
But she also like will talk about all sorts of cool
If
stuff.
you guys
So
want to talk more about Sonic, just literally go in my chat and just type Sonic and it's on from there.
let's go. Hit that Sonic R music.
Can you feel the sunshine?